So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Pumas, one of the big clubs in Mexico, the Big Four, and they have a following to match. Nigh on 70,000 proudly parading their colours. Things already rolling.
Well, this 4-4-2 formation is often used in the modern era defensively, but it used to be the gold standard of formations a generation or so ago, Peter, and it does allow the fullbacks to play a key role in attack.
Yeah, they offer most of the width, don't they?
Exactly. You want them to be high up the pitch so they can get themselves into the final third whenever possible. This will, of course, ask an awful lot of the centre halves and the central midfielders, who need to drop into position and cover the spaces.
He won't be happy with that one. Looking for the run, and he's intervened well there.
There they go, hunting again.
Now it's Schneider. And this is Pato. Pato, he's found the way through. There it is!
Well, once more, it's him, and we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Welcome to the reality of modern football, Peter. You get pressed from the front and you have no time on the ball whatsoever. You can't afford to switch off for a moment.
So, a breakthrough already. Schneider. And this is Pato. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. And it's Ronaldinho. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Rafael Varane. Alexander-Arnold promptly onto that, and that is that. Drogba is sporting a guilty look after that.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Alexander-Arnold plays it in. And he's gone looking for safety. Schneider, it's a pretty loose pass. Dembele. Now, can they get him away? He's on it, can he get away?
Liverpool are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Drogba! Oh, good finish! They have done it! They have their equaliser!
Well, I always thought they had it in them, Peter. They upped the quality as needed, and once they got going, they were awfully hard to stop.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
We're looking at a different game now.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Now it's Pato. Threads one in. Priol gets over and intercepts. Ronaldinho plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Now that looks a decent ball. Looking to play him in. And this is... He's having a shot! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Liverpool with the corner, they're first. Oh, great leap! No, he didn't quite meet it right. Alexander-Arnold picks it up from the goal kick. Tries to play it through. Just about midway through the first half, and it has been an engaging watch. Neymar. He's a sharp little ball here. Oh, this looks sharp. Looking for options for movement. Oh, he's seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense. That has been cut short.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Can he get it through? Oh, he's found support out wide. And a header! And again! And that's in! And again they hit the front! Complete awareness. He understood what was needed and he executed it smoothly.
Very good finish, but that back line could have dealt with it an awful lot better. I'm not sure what their plan was, but it's not coming off.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done. Pumas with the lead. Neymar is a player who barely needs an invitation to shoot. And he's in on goal! Bellingham.
They want to be quick here, it's breakaway time.
Van Bronckhorst cuts out the pass. Schneider. Ronaldinho has it out wide and in space. Now that's well seen too. Could move up a gear here. Yaya Toure. Now it's Drogba. Knocks it out wide. Aimed beyond the defence. And it's half-time. Well, the scoreline at half-time, a fair reflection of things overall, you'd have to say that. There was certainly no lack of effort or endeavour in the first half. Caution certainly not on the agenda here, from both sides.
Well, I think the message from the manager at half-time will be pretty simple, Peter. He's going to want them to play at a higher tempo, press more, higher up the pitch, pass quicker, and entice the opposition out of position. He knows how crucial the next goal will be.
Well, that is the first half done, and we are ready for what follows in the second. So, into the second half.
Liverpool can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Robertson. Cross from Robertson. That's a decent clearance. Well read, and the danger is averted. And it's Yaya Toure! Oh, split-second reaction.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
And here's Dembele. Great vision. Bellingham. Oh, he has absolutely drilled that. Rijkaard does really well to win the ball there. Tries to pass it through. Chance for a shot! Count, and the counter is on. Well, they are still trailing, and they require a change of fortune pretty sharpish. Oh, it's Dembele. And this is Drogba. No, not quite on the same wavelength.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Ronaldinho.
It's the sort of situation they'll want to capitalise on now.
Facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Knocks it into space. Van Bronckhorst does really well there, he is strong. Alexander-Arnold. Oh, played right into his path.
When it's delivered early like that, defenders just can't get themselves set.
In again, towering header! That needed to be better, and he knows it.
Well, you see what a difference it makes to have so many runners into the box. Makes life so much harder for that defence.
No way through. It's a searching pass. Schneider. Neymar. Here's a man who his teammates can look to in all times. Probing pass. Oh, that pass isn't the best. And this is Drogba. Silvestre.
Liverpool really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off.
Real chance! And no mistake. They've done it again! It is incredible!
Oh, what a fabulous game this is. It just keeps getting better and better.
It was casual, it was careless, and it has proven costly.
Yeah, they were made to pay for not moving the ball smartly enough through a very strong pressing wave.
Hay un cambio en el campo de juego. Número 80.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here. It is compelling, this, utterly compelling.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome should all come down to finishing.
Número 11. Número 9.
That's been drilled forward. Park Ji-sung. Yaya Toure. Well, they could break here. And it's played into the middle. Van Bronckhorst cuts it out.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this. Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Great ball, and he's in here. And he can thump it away. Takes a shot! And that's a real chance missed.
Bellingham has delivered a really costly miss. It could have been their last chance to win it.
Punched away. And now a sudden chance to counter. There were better options before the ball was lost. Easy to say from up here, I know. Can he get on the end of this? And he's cleared it out of harm's way. And it's Bellingham. And here's Dembele. That has not gone well.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Engages and forces him off the ball. Park Ji-sung is always scanning the pitch for targets. McAllister for Marquez. 1 minute to add according to the board. Yaya Toure. Now it's Mbappe. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. And that is that. A draw, and a highly unpredictable one. Fair share of momentum shifts, highly entertaining until the very end. Well, after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, a decent draw, Peter, with a good mix of action and plenty of talking points, and it ended with the right result, in my opinion.
Well, that's it for tonight's match, so it just remains for me to thank Jim Beglin alongside me and to wish you all a very good evening.
Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. So things are underway.
Well, Peter, if you're looking for a top-class left-back, look...
Mbappe! And that would have been some goal.
He's absolutely full of energy here. Definitely had the right idea. A shame he just couldn't finish it off.
Well, that pass isn't the best. Looking for options, for movement. Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
He's picked his way through. Yaya Toure. Look at big chance! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
He won't be happy with that one. Searching pass he's played there. Knocks it into space. And no, that was never going to make it. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Now it's Pelé, and he's managed to get free. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Well, they're looking at the referee, but he's waved play on. Liverpool are applying all the early pressure.
I know it's still early, but there's
the shot! A real chance and a real let-off.
Liverpool certainly look sharp there. They're very well drilled in this art of counter-attacking.
Bellingham. It's Drogba! Oh, he hit that sweetly.
Well, look at him, furious at himself for missing. Having said that, the manager applauds his effort to find that bottom corner.
Robertson gets a foot in here. Ah, looks a smashing ball. He's had a shot! And there's a goal! Ah, it's offside, and that'll count for nothing.
The decision came a little late because the referee initially didn't see the assistance flag, but it's the right call.
A moment's uncertainty there, but it is the right call. Oh, he's done very well to take that back. Van Bouten gets over and intercepts. Yaya Toure, always wanting the ball, always wanting to do something different with it. Oh, well played, well played. Now it's Pelé. Oh, that's fabulous. Genuine physical edge about this game. It is quite attritional. Bellingham succumbs to the pressure. Ambitious ball here. That looks a good ball through. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger, and he's intervened well there. Your impression so far, Jim?
Yeah, they've got a good grip on this game, now to turn it into a stranglehold.
And this is Dembele. Dembele unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Bullet. And smartly reclaimed. Mbappe. Robertson. Mbappe. He's found a way through. Mbappe! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Mbappe clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
And we have our very first corner. He's rising! Red Star have the chance to go the other way. Ibrahimovic proves just a little bit too strong. That's an imaginative pass. And the cross comes in. Well timed, excellent interception. Messi. And there's no such thing as a bad time to score, but this would sure be a good time. Cannavaro spots it and intercepts. Looking for the run.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
He's got away. Delivers with whip. And it's safely in the keeper's hands.
Pele clearly held on to it far too long there. Did he do enough to find someone? He looked as if he had his mind set on...
It's Ibrahimovic! And collective relief etched on the faces of the defenders. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out.
Temps additionnel, 1 minute.
That pass surprised everyone, and not in a good way. He's had it taken off him. And the referee has blown for half-time. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here. Some first-half thoughts?
Liverpool have been huffing and puffing, but they don't look as if they're going to blow anything away. Their end product is just way short of standard.
So, no breakthrough from either side, 0-0 after 45 minutes of action. That gets us going once more.
Liverpool clearly have been the better side here. So if I was to say anything to them, it would be just keep going. If it's not broken, don't try to fix it.
He's shifting. Oh, good effort. He will be livid with himself. And it's Messi. That has not gone well. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
Van Dijk did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Oh no, he's got that wrong. Tries to pass it through. Oh no, this does not look good. Now this could be a chance. And he shoots! That was probably asking just too much.
Yeah, typically for him, that was the furthest thing from easy, but it still didn't stop him having a go.
And this is Messi. Van Dijk kept his eye on it, and he's there. No, that's been intercepted. Van Dijk makes the interception. Yaya Toure. Distributed tidily. He is Dembele! Oh, the ball has fallen kindly here. Has another go! And that was a fine display of acrobatics.
It's clear there was only ever one thing on his mind, Peter.
And that's been won straight back. Well, this is certainly a game where the scoreline does not reflect the action. How it has stayed 0-0, nobody can quite understand. Now here's the delivery. Schmeichel claims it, safe hands. Red Star have it back and can go again. Not the most accurate pass. Alexander-Arnold. Bellingham. Rijkaard. For Yaya Toure. Mbappe! He's going for goal! Oh, denied brilliantly.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
And here's Dembele. Bellingham. Now there's a fine ball. That is great defending, so alert. That's really well cleared. Now it's Messi. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Stood up well to him there. And it's Yaya Toure. That has ended up in no man's land. He has found the way through, and he's in on goal. It's loose, and the finish! He's got a goal! Finally the breakthrough!
Well, you can see what it means to all of them. A frustrating game, but now they have what they wanted, and are rightly pumped and ready to go again.
As simple as you like, the outcome utterly inevitable.
Dembele really can't believe his luck. He was allowed so much room when he should have been boxed in.
Liverpool have taken the lead.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Van Bouten did incur the wrath of the referee and has earned himself a booking in the process. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point, and the score is 1-0. And he's there to retrieve it. Cafu is fouled. Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is.
Changement. Le numéro 7. À sa place, le numéro 17.
Alexander-Arnold. Dembele is always scanning the pitch for targets.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks. Liverpool surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
Chance, surely! And that's a tiny finish. And surely that does it! Perfect time, decisive strike. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Liverpool are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
And now he has... He's having a shot! It's run loose, who's going to get there? Liverpool have their second corner now. And another try! Loose ball now, and one more try! And that is wildly off target.
They've been denied a chance to develop any rhythm in the passing department.
He's a sharp little ball here. Fourth official showing that there will be 3 minutes of added time. Alcantara. Can he get it through? And that could set him on his way. And they're back on the ball. Chance for a shot! And that's in! Deep into injury time! A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Look at the manager here.
And that is that. Well, that was good. A terrific advertisement for attacking football. Both sides glad to trade blows, to set out always only to win. And it came down to one decisive moment. Dembele voted man of the match, and deservedly so. So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
Well, that's what you call a job well done. The hosts didn't make it easy. There was a fair bit of battling they had to do, but they stuck at it, and they've come through very, very solidly.
And all that remains for me is to thank Jim Beglin. That's it from us tonight. A very good evening to one and all.